More than 100 killed in Mali massacre as UN visits. Dogon hunters killed more than 100 people in an attack on a Fulani village in central Mali on Saturday, local officials said, as a UN delegation visited the country. Earlier, he had reported the deaths of around 50 people, but warned the toll could rise because many people were unaccounted for. Those bodies the victims were shot or hacked to death with machetes, said a security source. Malian troops with Boubacar Kane, the governor of Bankas district, which covers Agasago, said the provisional. The attack was launched at dawn Saturday in the village near the border with Burkina Faso, said several sources. The district has been. 2 witnesses questioned separately by AFP said hunters had burned down nearly all the huts in the village. The massacre took place as a delegation from the United Nations Security Council visited the Sahel region to assess the jihadist threat there. The UN mission in Mali, MINUSMA, said in a Twitter message it firmly. The UN said the visiting ambassadors from the Security Council countries met on Saturday with Mali's Prime Minister Soumaïla Boubaye Maïga and discussed with him the volatile situation in the center of the country. Land disputes. While local attacks are fueled by accusations of grazing cattle on Dogon land and disputes over access to land and water, the area is also troubled by jihadist influence. In the past 4 years, jihadist fighters have emerged as a threat in central Mali. A group led by. Since then, there have been repeated clashes between the nomadic Fulani herders and the Dogon ethnic group. Last year, that violence cost the lives of 500 civilians, according to UN figures. In January, Dogon hunters were blamed for the killing of 37 people in another Fulani village, Kaulagon, in the same region. The Fulani have repeatedly called for more protection from the authorities. The government in Bam, once considered a beacon of democracy and stability in Africa, Mali in recent years has been dogged by a coup, civil war, and Islamist terrorism. Extremists linked to Al-Qaeda took control of the desert north in early 2012, but were largely driven out in a French-led military operation launched in January 2013. In June 2015, Mali's government signed a peace agreement with some armed groups, but the jihadists remain active, and large tracts of the country remain lawless. Despite the presence of UN peacekeepers, a strong French military contingent and the creation of a 5-nation military force in the region, jihadist violence has not abated.
Raindrops, drop top, top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that.